think it's the big homie. Thank you, Creator, for all that you do, all that you have done, and all that you continue to do. Thank you for the rest that I received. Thank you for allowing me to wake up, for all that you do, everything. For me being able to breathe, to exist. Thank you. Show y'all this, guys. Yeah, it's clear. I mean, it got some little, whatever that stuff is up there that they want to call it. Well, we know that's not real, right? We know that's the nonsense that they pumping out from whatever little smokestack they got on the ground. And it's on my mind. So let me show y'all a quick view of how it looks. Real quick view on how it looks, real quick. But you see how that's like a crisp sky blue like that. You can go back and look at some of the other videos. They not crisp sky blue, because you see this white stuff. Normally it'd be real high up in the air because of them airplane people not knowing what they doing, and they just helping the system keep them trapped, and they don't know as well as everybody else. So I just wanted to show y'all that real quick. Another little view of the big homie is coming up. We're gonna see what's going on today, because they kept it, the way that they tried to keep it yesterday. But I got it to, I called out to the Creator, and I was able to focus and get it broke up here and there, and it sprinkled and, drizzled a little bit. Got some of the workers that be down here to help conjure up the spirits up out of this parking lot, because they was out there having a party. So I asked for it to rain. It didn't storm or nothing, but it sprinkled and drizzled. Got them people up out of that parking lot. I just want to show y'all that. I'm going to take a seat real quick while it's on my mind to tell y'all this. Okay, so let's talk about they law system, because like I said, it's a lot of people that got great information on how to break the system down and how to be in the system, and be able to do better in the system and all of that stuff. But I don't want to be able to do better in the system, because if the system was never put in place, none of us would be going through none of this stuff. None of us, People out, majority of the sins come from people just trying to figure out how to make it, to put food on the table for their family, because we love our peoples, and we doing whatever it takes to make it, And they just constantly always make it hard, and people can sit up here and say, oh, it's just because you're not applying yourself. You need to do something different. And, get yourself more educated. That's what they want. They want you to continue to try to figure out what type of knowledge you need to be a better slave in their system. That's what it's always been. So the information that I came into, and after looking at all of the information, through the little law books and all of that stuff, it's one main fact that I came across, and I was like, well, this destroys the whole system right here. It destroys the whole system, because all of the system is set up on falsehood and fictitiousness. So I come into the fact that they got this this stuff called straw man. Not only do they have this straw man character that they attach to you at your birth, which is really a demon that you running around claiming that you want to be with you throughout your life, um, by the all capital name, all capital letters. That's what that is. But their whole system is set up with this all capital letters thing, right? Anything that you get, and anything that has paperwork, any type of paperwork period in the system, it always comes with that all capital letters on it, right? So the all capital letters is an ancient Babylonian grammatical dog Latin text. You can't read it. It's like sign language, right? So after going and getting this information about what's going on with it, I come into the information that is false, because you cannot have two different types of they whole system is false, bro. You can't have two different types of text on the same document, because it makes it invalid. It makes it invalid. So if they got all capital letters on it, and then you go down on the document and you'll see that it has what they call proper English, meaning one capital letter in front of whatever word it is, and then the rest are lowercase, then that's supposed to be the proper English. But being is that they got the all capital letters on it, and then they have the what they calling is the proper English on the same documents or contracts, that makes it false. When you get into the law books, it makes it false. So then they got it to where they got your same sounding name, which is a surname. That's what that name is, that is in all capital letters, that's on your ID. And this is what you are claiming. You are claiming that you are that demon. So if you are in the system, I highly recommend you that if you put anything on anything, like if you getting ready to sign for anything, a car, a house, any type of thing like this, if you filling out any documents that come from this system, just know you need to put that name down that is on that ID, and it's not your signature. Put that straw man name down, which is all capital letters. You put that all capital letters down because in this system that they have set up, which is this system that is set up on death, can only deal with death. You people don't know this, but right at your birth, they automatically just claim that you are dead. They say that you are stillborn, meaning they have killed the living person. And it goes into the pharmakia thing and all of that stuff too, because what that pharmakia does is it is really basically destroying your genetic makeup, because that's what drugs do. And that's what pharmakia is. So you don't be able to think correctly. So with this all capital letters, you can take and put down, excuse me, you can put down the all capital letters on every document that you ever receive for now on. And as long as you're doing that, then the contract is void. I also found out that anytime that let's say you went to the bank to get a loan, and they saying, okay, yeah, you can get the loan, and you get the loan for however much, $5,000, $10,000 or whatever, right? So you sign your signatures, they give you the money or whatever, and then you start making payments on paying it back after you get it and do whatever you trying to get done with the money. What you don't know is that from the time you born, being is that they have already claimed you to be a stillborn, meaning a live person is dead, and you are running around claiming to be this demon, which is a fictional character, a straw man, but it's not fictional. That is a demon. What they do is that since you are continuing to claim to be that demon, that straw man, your real person that you are on the birth certificate, because you have two birth certificates. You have the one that you are, and you have the one that they made, which is the fictional character, and that's the one that they give you, and that's the one that you claim that you are, because they claim that you was a stillborn at your birth. But when you fill out and you get that loan for the $5,000 or $10,000, and you sign your signature is a live signature, because you are signing your name. By you doing this, and everybody has one of these so-called trust funds or whatever, I'm not really worried about that, because we are supposed to be roaming free. Everything supposed to be free. Everything supposed to be growing. We ain't supposed to have to work or none of that. Live free, live fruitful, abundant, and multiply on the earth. That's what we supposed to be doing. But they got this system set up so they can be able to run it the way that they running it. But when you sign your signature, whoever is in control of this so-called trust that is set up for the one that is alive, which is the one that they claimed was dead. So whoever has the birth certificate and is the overseer of that trust fund can go in that trust fund once you sign your signature and retrieve 5 to 10 times more than what you went to the bank to get a loan for. Same thing if you was getting a loan to buy a house and the bank say, okay, yeah, we'll do this and the house will be yours, and then you can just make mortgage payments. By the way they got the system set up, that house will already be paid for once you sign your name, your signature on those documents, because they can go in whatever trust fund it is to get the money. So let's say the house costs $30,000. Those people that have retrieved your signature are beating got $100,000. But you don't know nothing about this, and then you will struggle your whole life trying to pay back this $30,000 for this piece of property that you have been trying to acquire. And they give you false documents for that also. If you're going to continue to be in the system, you need to know this. And I will make another video to see exactly what type of title it is that you need to get to actually own this in their system. Because if you fill out, and let's say you go buy a car, when you go and you buy that car, you now own that car once you buy it from the car lot. But what they do is they trick you. They tell you that you got to go and sign that car and get it registered. When you go and get that car registered, you have just signed that car back over to the system, so it no longer belongs to you, even though you paid for it. You bought it from the car lot, and once you had the title, it was yours. There was no need for you to go and get it registered, But since you went and got it registered, that made it to where you signed the car back over to the system. There's so much other type of stuff that's going on, and y'all need to know, you know. So any type of documents that you are filling out, put that straw man name down in all capital letters, because they can only deal with fictional characters. This system can only deal with the straw man. This system can only deal with that demon that is that all capital names on that ID. This is the reason why they will send you a summons. Like if you have to go to court, or a summons for you to pay a bill. Notice the word summon, because they are sending out a notice to summon the demon to pay the bill. They are sending out a summons for that demon to come to court. The system can only deal with that demon that is on the ID. So let's say you get pulled over or something, and the police, they'll try to pretend like they don't know what's going on. However, you have an ID. That ID has the all capital letters on it. So when they ask you for your ID, immediately tell them, that is my picture on the ID, but that all capital letters is not me. I am a live, eternal energy spirit being from the creator of all of existence. And I have no dealings with this system that is set up. I don't and won't even touch any mail or anything. I'm not opening up none of that stuff, because that is not me. When you open up that type of stuff that comes with that all capital names, and you thinking it's you, but it's not, that is called breaking a seal on a ledger. I have a video about that on here. That there's a guy, his name is Justin Deception. I highly suggest you go and check his channel out if you are going to continue to be in this system. But that's on y'all, because I don't want nothing to do with the system. Like I said, I want the system tore down and destroyed. And this is part of the way that I'm going to have to continue to do this, is by putting this information out. Because if you start printing your name in all capital letters, when them people come and try to give you a problem, you tell them, hey, you need to go and find that person whose name that is, because that is not my name. You tell them people, I can't read that because it is an ancient Babylonian grammatical Latin dog text, and I can't read it. It's like sign language. Can you read it? And when they say that they can, be like, well, you can read it, but I cannot read it. I do not understand that. When they ask you stuff like, they'll say some things to you, and then they'll say, do you understand? You tell them, no, I do not understand, Because when you say you understand, that means that you agree to stand under what they are telling you. And there's a lot of other different ways to where they will try to trick and deceive you into agreeing to stand under what they are talking about. So it was on my mind to tell y'all that. Let me get another view of how the sky look, because you seen how it looked at first, and I'm going to show you how it look now. I shouldn't have been on. I had to get this out, though. But every time I get on here and I'm not focused, this nonsense starts. Hold on. Now, you seen earlier how it was like spaced out and all of that, and it was coming from this direction. It was coming from over here going that way. And now, it's coming from here, from behind her. It's coming from behind her. It's coming from the back, going up here. So they can try to, put their move down and block out that energy. But that's the big homie right there. That's the big homie. Let me see if I can't do it so y'all can get a better look at it. That's the big homie. Now this one right here, that is I call him the big homie, because he's bigger than the little homie. And this is the one that got he's like a brilliant orange with a light, orange tint around him. You know what I'm saying? So he's like a yellow on the inside, and he got an orange tint around him. Now the little homie, he's like brilliant white, and then he got like a yellow tint around him. But this is the big homie. You know what I'm saying? And y'all hear him in my car horns and stuff be going off. They be doing that stuff all the time when I be up in these windows. I'm gonna get off of here so I can start focusing on what I need to be doing, on the skies. They've been keeping them dark and black like that for the longest. They got so much stuff going on over here though, bro. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter to me what they do, That don't mean that they can do it. You know what I'm saying? They can keep on trying to do what they doing. That don't mean that, it's allowed, because I don't agree to none of that stuff, So let me show y'all it real quick. And I'm going to hop on up off of here. Forget any type of ignorant, I jump back through with another one. Thank you, Creator, for all that you do, all that you have done, all you continue to do, and all that is to come. I love you. I love y'all. Cry out to the Creator. The Creator of all existence is the truth. You will know the truth when you call out to the Creator. The Creator will show you the truth, the whole truth, and only the truth. And when you receive that truth from the Creator of all of existence, you will then know that the Creator of all existence is the truth. Do you speak it?